Hi everyone, today's lesson is 8/5 subtract fractions with unlike denominators. It's very, very similar to what you did yesterday, except it is subtracting. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to line up your fractions vertically. So if I have 16 over 32 minus 4/8. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is I need to find a common denominator. So I need to find the least common multiple. So I take my bigger denominator, which is 32, and I have to find multiples of 32. So I start with 32, and I know that 32 obviously goes into 32 and 8 goes into 32. So this is actually pretty easy for me. So I'm going to make both of my denominators 32. So I know 8 times 4 is 32, and 4 times 4 is 16. 32 times 1 is 32, and then 16 times 1 is 16. So if I do 16 minus 16 is 0 over 32. So when you're in a situation like this, your answer is just 0. Meaning, like, if you were talking about like pieces of pizza, if somebody has 16 out of 32 slices of pizza and someone has 4/8 slices of pizza, and like you're taking, you do 16 30 seconds minus 16 30 seconds, you're left with 0. You have none left. Okay, my next one is going to be 1/2 minus 1/4. I'm going to put it over here. 1/2 minus 1/4. Same thing. I need to find the least common multiple to have a common denominator. So if I have 2 and 4, I'm going to start at 4, and I know both 2 and 4 go into 4. So 4 times 1 is 4. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. 1 times 2 is 2. So 2 minus 1 is going to be 1. My answer is 1/4. I can't simplify, obviously, because 1 is prime. Obviously, 0 I can't simplify either because 0 is just 0. My next one is going to be 3/4 minus 2/5. 3/4 minus 2/5. Okay. So I'm going to start with 5, and if I think of multiples of 5, obviously 4 doesn't go into 5, and then I have 10. 5 goes into 10, but 4 does not. 15, 5 goes into 15, but 4 does not, leaving us with 20. So I know that both numbers go into 20. And 5 times 4 is 20. 2 times 4 is 8. 4 times 5 is 20. 3 times 5 is 15. If I do 15 minus 8, it's going to be 7 over 20, and 7 is prime, so I cannot simplify. So my answer is just 7/20. I feel like in all these examples I can never simplify. 6/7 minus 2/3. So if I have 6/7 minus 2/3. Oops. Well, I gave it away. It's 21. So 3 doesn't go into 7, obviously. So multiples of 7 start at 7. And then 14, 3 doesn't go into 14. And then 21, 3 goes into 21. So 3 times 7 is 21. 2 times 7 is 14. 7 times 3 is 21. And 6 times 3 is 18. So if I do 18 minus 14, I'm going to get 4 over 21. So let's just say I wasn't sure if I could simplify. Remember our trick. So if I have 4, my factors of 4 are 2 and 2. So it would be 2, 2. And my factors of 21 are 3 and 7. Those are both prime. There's nothing in common. I have 2, 3, 7. So 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 7 is 21. So that's in simplest form. Remember, you can always do that trick if you're unsure. And then my last example is 11 over 24 minus 3/12. So 11, 24 minus 3 over 12. So I'm going to start with 12. Does 24, does 12 go into 24? Yes, that's going to be my common denominator. Does their least common multiple? 12 times 2 is 24, and 3 times 2 is 6. 24 times 1 is 24, and 11 times 1 is 11. So 11 minus 6 is 5 over 24. And I can't simplify this because 5 is a prime number. So if you have any questions, look back at this video. If you look in the book and you turn to page 391, we can do this one together. You can press pause if you don't have your book out. But this says use a model to find the difference. So if you ever get confused and wanna use a model. I don't think you're ever going to need to do this because you can just do our normal strategy. So if I have 7 12s, right? And I'm having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 12s. And I'm taking away 1/4. So I would have to figure out 1/4 is how many 12s. So 4 times 3 is 12. 1 times 3 is 3. So if I have 7 12s and I'm going to take away 1/4, which is 3 12s. 1, 2, 3. I'm left with 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 12s, which if I simplified, multiples of 4 are 2 and 2. Multiples of 12 are 3 and 4. 3 is prime, and then 2 and 2. So I'd have 2 times 2 times 3. Okay, so I'm going to cross out 2, 2, 2, 2, and I'm just left with the 3. And remember, when there's nothing on top, we make it a 1. So 1/3, which is our answer. If I divide both by 3, it would be 1/3. Oops. The answer is 4 12ths. I don't know why I wrote 3 12ths. Okay. So, how can you subtract 2 fractions with unlike denominators without using a model? Explain why this method makes sense. Obviously, if I didn't want to use a model, which we really don't have to, 7 12s minus 1/4. So my common denominator is 12. So 4 times 3 is 12. 1 times 3 is 3. 12 times 1 is 12. 7 times 1 is 7. So 7 minus 3 would be 4 12ths. Which would equal divide both by 4, which would be 1/3. Okay, in the book, we are just going to do the first 2 together. So if I have 1/2 minus 1/4, which actually, we already did this one together, but we can do it one more time. So 1/2 minus 1/4, line them up vertically. Set this up so we're ready to go. So I know I'm going to start with my larger denominator, 4. And I know that 2 and 4 both go into 4. So 4 times 1 is 4. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. 1 times 2 is 2. And then 2 minus 1 would be 1/4. 1 is a prime number, so it's already simplified. And then we will just do this one, 7 9ths minus 2/3. Okay. So my larger denominator is 9. Does 3 go into 9? The answer is yes. So 9 times 1 is 9. 7 times 1 is 7. 3 times 3 is 9. 2 times 3 is 6. 7 9ths minus 6 9ths is going to give me 1/9. Okay, so right now you are going to do the next few pages. For this one, remember it's 2 fractions, meaning you're going to have to, which 2 fractions have a difference of 1/8. So meaning you're going to have to subtract, like you might do 1/2 minus 1/6, or you might do 3/8 minus 2/10. You're trying to figure out if you take 2 fractions and subtract them, which is going to equal 1/8. So another trick you could do, what I would do if I were you, I would do the opposite, and I would do like 1/8 plus 1/2 and see if it equals any of these, and then do 1/8 plus 2/10, see if it equals any of these, 1/8 plus 1/6, do whatever. This one, number 12, is going to be a bonus. And then if you look at these ones, the world's record for the longest dogtail is 77/100ths of a meter. The previous record was 1/20th meter shorter than the current record. Was the previous record longer than 3/4 of a meter? So this one, you just really have to read carefully because it's not difficult. You just have to read carefully. But I'm going to have this one be a bonus too. And this dig deeper, you don't need this as a bonus, but if you read carefully, a woodworker has 1 gallon of paint for a treehouse. He uses 3/8 gallons of paint. He uses 3 gallons to paint the walls and 1/5 gallon to paint the ladder. He needs 1/4 gallon to paint the roof. Does he have enough paint? Explain. So this one, just read carefully. These ones are really not that bad. And then when you're done, the rest of the work will be on the playlist. So good luck, and I will see you later. Bye.